Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
hitting for most of this end. The Farmer team with hammer here, confirming that. There we go.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed double. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've got draw 3 here in the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. As we've got a good game here. Savannah Tirinzoni, Swiss team, is taking on Abby Ackland, ranked 44th in the world. They are, got to be a Canadian team. I
believe
so.
they are, yeah.
So my name is Mark Yo. I'll be doing commentary, and I'm joined by Haley. Is it Haley Britton?
It is, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing okay. So it looks like Team Tirinzoni was able to get a deuce in the opening end here. So Team Ackland's going to try to get it back. So it looks like we've kind of got a pretty standard setup here where Tirinzoni went in the rings. Ackland through a corner now. Tirinzoni is going to go draw a second one in the rings here.
Man, nice draw by Team Tirinzoni there for just get 2 in the house.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone that's watching us, either through the Facebook stream or through YouTube, whether it's on the CBC Sports or the Curling Zone YouTube page. Thanks for joining us for this draw. If you're curious about the other games, feel free to head on over to Curling Zone. You can see all the scores, standings for all the teams at this event. I think there's 6 games going on right now.
I think so. I think you're right on
that. With this being the third draw of the day, for some teams, this was their second game. I believe this is the second game for Ackland, but I think this is the first one for Tirinzoni.
I believe you're right on that one, yeah. So a bit of practice on Ackland's part with the ice.
Yeah. So Haley, where are you doing this broadcast from?
I am just outside of London, Ontario.
Oh, London, Ontario. Okay, right on.
What about you?
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
bit far apart.
A little bit, yeah. So, but I guess that's the magic of this broadcast from Curling Stadium, right? Where we've got someone from London, Ontario, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, doing an event in Saskatchewan. So
it's insane. I can just people from all over, and then it's like you're in the same room almost.
Yeah, and we're getting a chance to broadcast a game between a Canadian team and a Swiss team. So
yeah,
very international flavor.
Yeah, a little bit of everywhere.
So, and seems to be shaping up okay for Tirinzoni. They're still got control of the house here. And with that last hit, it's half peeking out the rings here. So not a ton of space for Team Ackland to hit and roll behind the corner here.
They hit it a little too thick, and they might just be sitting outside the rings here.
Sweeper's going hard here. They are going to make contact, and it is going to roll
just outside.
Just outside the rings here. So a couple of choices here. Basically just drawing anywhere not to leave a double. You could go behind the corner if you want, but maybe okay, just draw open side.
Yeah, you draw. I feel you draw in behind the guard. You always leave the risk of the run back. I don't mind going open.
So Team Tirinzoni, well-heralded team. I am actually not as familiar. So I understand they switched their kind of front end. Is that?
I believe so, yeah.
Because it looks like a new cast of characters, but I still think we're still seeing Tirinzoni skipping the team but throwing third rocks, and Alina Pat's throwing last rocks for the team.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice draw here by Sylvana.
Yep. That is going to be nice. There is a double. There's a slash double, but you always lose it. So probably looking just to hit and just kind of rolling on top of it somewhere.
Yeah, just making it a bit difficult to get that red one out.
Sweeper's really not on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be just maybe nose. That does get a little bit to the inside, so we'll see a little bit of a flop, but...
Yeah, not as much as they would have liked.
Yeah. So we'll likely see just a nose hit and rolling... yeah, I guess towards the other way. Just hit it on the high side, just so you don't risk jamming on yours in the back there.
Yeah, if you hit any bit on the outside of the rock, you're jamming on the back, so definitely want to stay away from there.
So Team Tirinzoni coming in hot after winning the Grand Slam last week in North Bay. So even with the new front end, they're doing something good over there.
They figured out some sort of secret for sure.
I don't know too much about this team from Winnipeg. Ackland. Do you know much about them? Haley?
I do not. I've heard the name, but I'm not quite familiar with them.
Curling Zone shows me that they're ranked 44th in the world, so I wouldn't have guessed that. Again, from my time watching curling, it's mostly like the higher level events, but it's stadiums. Getting a chance to see a lot of teams that aren't really familiar with, so it's great for someone like me. In the U.S., there's not a lot of access to curling, right? Online, right? It's either the majors or the slam events that you're having to pay extra for. So it's really good to be able to see this, and like on a Thursday too, of all things, right?
Yeah, you get the curling that almost that you wouldn't see regularly, which I think is awesome.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No surprise here. Everyone makes the hit, and Team Ackland's they've got a chance here. I don't know if they can make the double and roll corner.
Yeah, I don't know if you
stuff it.
Yeah, I think if you try and roll, you either roll too far or you don't roll enough if you're going for that double.
So what's the call here? Just the hit and roll or the double?
I believe it is. I feel like you go for the hit and roll just to make sure you have one in there, just to keep it safe. And if you get the double, it's like an added bonus.
And it's actually gonna end up on the low side. Does roll quite a far ways. Still staying in the ring, so Tirinzoni just gonna have to make sure that they put it in a place where they don't leave a double and stick here.
Yeah, if they leave a double and Team Ackland's allowed to stick, then it changes the end from Tirinzoni sitting 2 to Ackland sitting 2 in a couple of seconds.
Yeah. So what's the ideal spot for this? Like, kind of top 8?
Yeah, I think so. Top 8, you don't want to be overlapping with the other one at all, I wouldn't think, because it would make the double very, very much easier.
Final rock for Team Tirinzoni. That's... And managing this, they're gonna have to go to get this to be second, and good scrub at the end there.
They swept that. They swept that right till the end. That one. I love watching the big guys sweep because you're always like, oh, it looks so easy, but you know for a fact it is very not easy.
Oh no.
They make it look nice.
So with plenty of space to roll, looking to just hit this here instead of draw.
Yeah, you've got a lot of wiggle room here.
Final rock for Team Abby Ackland. Just a little hit and stick for one. Sweeper's having to move it over. Now switching back to the straight side here. Should get it. It's gonna roll a little bit. Get you in the chest.
That is nice. I believe it is just one red.
So Team Ackland forced to take their single there, and Team Tirinzoni will have hammer in the third end after this break.
We're for agriculture, for growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
We just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed double. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
All right, and we are back for the third draw of the day from the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. Score, we're waiting on the score to update, but Team Ackland did get a single in that last end, so they are down 2-1 versus Team Tirinzoni here. My name is Martin O. Joined on the broadcast here is Haley Britton. Hello, Haley.
Hello.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my first chance of watching both these teams this season here, so...
Yeah, definitely. It's early in the season, so we wouldn't have seen Tirinzoni at many big slams yet, but I do like that we get to watch them at these little smaller ones that wouldn't normally see, and it's nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, Team Ackland threw up the center. Tirinzoni elected to go ahead and come inside, and then Team Ackland has drawn behind everything. So, A couple of options here. It looks like they're just gonna maybe not necessarily make a play on the one that's on the T line, but make a play actually on the one in the top 8. Maybe kind of split it, open it up, and do themselves sitting with a couple counters in the ring.
Yeah, just give themselves some wiggle room to be able to try and take their 2 again.
This one's gonna come up probably just a hair light, and does end up taking the guard and leaving it. It's still on the center line. I think the no tick guard is in effect this event, but I swear I saw a team try to
I
throw
believe
a
it
tick
is,
earlier.
yeah.
So they end up missing the tick, so it didn't really come into play, but now Team Ackland is facing a decision here, whether they're going to stack, keep something in play here. Obviously, kind of want to junk it up, but instead of throwing another center guard, looks like they're going to try to wrap around.
Yeah, give Team Tirinzoni more rocks to try and let them try and almost to mess it up for them so they don't get their 2 here, or maybe even steal.
This one's out there a ways. You can hear them asking it's got a curl here, so seeing them switch it up a little bit here to try to kind of carve it in there at the end. The weight's pretty spot on. Does settle in for, I believe, second.
It looks like it's just a tad closer than the Tirinzoni stoneware, so they are sitting 2.
We'll see this run back attempt here.
Yes, and you are correct. This is Tirinzoni's first game, and this is Ackland's second.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought this is kind of I think it's a triple knock event, but I don't know if Tirinzoni gets some sort of bye is how it works. I was trying to look at the bracket and try to get a better understanding of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, because if you go to curling zone and you click on standings here, you can kind of see how the bracket's set up, where Tirinzoni kind of came in here, and I think Team Gim was the other team that kind of came in on the other side. So.
We got just a quick score update. You can always watch the other games on the Curling Zone YouTube channel. But we got Grandy leading Thompson 3-0, Yoshimura leading Kaiser 1-0. We got Constantini and Rana's tied 2-2. Farmer and Sasky are tied both at 0, and Collider over Morrison with 1-0. So all are very close games so far.
Yeah. Nice guard there, so we'll look to see another run attempt here. Should be able to get quite a little bit of bad luck. Didn't make contact on the top or on the second yellow to get all 3 of them.
Yeah, just spins right by.
Does get 2 out of the way here.
He cleans it up to be able to get more rocks in that are in better position.
So a little bit of a bad break, but at least for Team Tirinzoni, it's now their rock is the only one that's in front of the house, and so they'll be running back their own here. looking to get just to the corner. Oh, no. Leaving a little bit of stagger there. And so... now... It's interesting. They're all just kind of... lined up opposite each other. I guess... you're running... the yellow... I mean, if you run the yellow onto the red, just over the top, I think it's just basically everything's just slightly crossing the face, and you might be able to get them all.
Yeah, they're all very... they're curved, but they're all very close together, so it's definitely tricky to... see. Team Ackland can always tap their red into the yellow eventually, but it's hard to get by that top guard, which I think is what they were trying to do. Are they just planning on doing the run back here, I believe?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do the run, but I think they're trying to leave the target rock to roll to the side here.
Yeah, try and give them some protection on their other yellow.
Yeah, so not like a firm weight here, just trying to basically, I guess in a sense, like kind of almost like a run and roll here. It just curled up a bit at the end there. I think it just kind of jumped on them. So now
leaves the Tirinzoni stone right on the open for this.
Yeah. So Team Ackland looking to hit and roll away. I think if they get to the nose, it'll be a pretty easy double. So
yeah, you definitely want to roll away on this one.
I'm gonna go hard for line here. Does hit and does get to nose, so Sylvanas up there quickly lining up this double here.
It's a very, very nice double. You gotta take advantage of those angles here.
Yeah. Now, with these rocks being that close to each other, do you care if which turn you're throwing, whether it's you're in or you're out, clockwise, counterclockwise?
I feel like with the rocks these close together, it doesn't, with how close they are, it doesn't really affect it. It'd more be how Sylvana feels and how the ice is reacting to it. But I don't think with how close together, you don't really, either way works almost.
Looking to go with the end turn here. Going hard to hold the line. Does?
Ooh.
Wow. It almost hits the guard. You almost wish it hit the guard, and instead it goes in for a field goal.
Yeah, they could not hold it on that one. Just curled too much.
Yeah, with the ice that she gave, I was actually surprised she played
the in
turn. Yeah, I just assumed where the ice would have been the out.
The out, yeah. It's one of those shots you just could not pay me to make that again.
Yeah. So now, if you're Ackland, you're just going somewhere in that double line, essentially top 8, top 12.
Yeah, I think she put her broom down almost right in line with the hole that Sylvana went through, just to make that double, just to get it away, just to get it out of her mind.
First, just skips rocks here. This one looks light.
Yeah, they gotta go on this one.
Pulled the string out. So now we'll see. Alina left to take this on. So they are definitely taking less ice here. And so I
wonder if they're changing their handle or if they're sticking with what they gave before.
I'm gonna guess this is the end turn here. Because it's definitely less ice than they took on the last one. And they may change the weight a little bit here. First rock for Elena Pats here. Yep. So a little bit more weight playing the end. Hits and
does not get shot though.
That was kind of a weird reaction to that. Like it was almost like dead rocks.
Yeah, it didn't move very much. Not as expected.
Yeah, I expected it to have a little bit more action there, so.
But they have a yellow in there now, so I'm sure they're happy with having something in there to play with.
Yep. So with that red poking out just a little bit, looking to cover it up, something on this now going to the outturn side. So let's see if they make the adjustment on the weight here. Sweepers don't the CBC as concerned. This one should be fine for the weight at least. Definitely over. Now it's just a matter of getting the line here.
Yeah, a lot better weight on this one.
Yep. And that caps it nicely.
Just lands in nice spots. They can't get that red out. Try and chip it.
Now there is a crazy run here that they can make. Possibly get two if everything spills just right, but.
They hit it at the right angle.
Yeah.
It's a crazy one, but it's there.
It's there, and I don't feel like it's a ton of risk, right? Like you're never. I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess you can give up a steal two this way, but instead.
You're only down one.
Last rock for Team Tirinzoni, Elena Pats here, needing to basically draw the button for a single. This one appears to be light. Sweepers are on it pretty hard here. Now having to carve it in. And are they going to get it there?
It looks
that is
nice.
A good sweep job.
That is a very nice draw.
That was light. Is that?
It's still one, I believe, for Ackland there.
Oh, wow.
It was close, but just not close enough.
So Team Ackland with the steal. Now we'll be tied up. Team Tirinzoni will have hammer in the fourth end just after this break.
SaskTel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? SaskTel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
We just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed doubles. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
All right, and we are back. So, Team Ackland getting a steal at it. So now we are tied 2-2, heading in the 14th Tirinzoni with hammer. And with hammer, it looks like this end, instead of coming around the center guard, Team Tirinzoni is electing to throw the corner.
Yeah, definitely changing the strategy just a tad bit there.
So Team Ackland looking to go ahead and come around this one. This one's got a bit of room to curl here, so they're gonna have to work this in a little bit. Sweeper's not really wanting to go for the weight, wanting to keep it above tee. Does come in nicely, ends
Very
up sitting
nice.
right on the lid.
Yeah, it's a very nice shot. And it's nicely tucked in behind that guard. Leaves it a little out, just a little tempting for Team Tirinzoni.
And it looks like they're going to take it and go after it here. So I think if that was maybe a shade higher, they'd look to go under the corner here. But instead, they're going to look to bring it in. This one's on a tighter line than that last draw. So Sweeper's having to go on it to get it around and ends up just ticking the guard. Shooter does roll in for a counter here, but Team Ackland's going to be quickly to deal with this. So probably hit and kind of roll towards the center.
Yeah, just roll in behind your other red.
Sweeper's indicating that this is just a hair up here, having to go hard to try to carve it inside. Don't really want to hit this on the high side or risk jamming on your own. And
Whoa!
you owe your Sweeper for that one. That had disaster written all over it.
Yeah, those shots always give your heart a little scared, and they're just so close. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Those ones are the. They're intense to throw, but they're even more scarier when you're sweeping it. And you're like, oh, just got it by.
I didn't see the call here, but I thought they were tapping for like kind of a hit and roll or maybe a double. Okay, so I think it was the double attempt there. Ends up making contact with the second rock, but really just kind of ticks it into the ring here. So now Team Ackland's got a chance to throw a guard here. No, for this guard, what are we guarding here? Are we guarding the one in the top, the higher one in the rings, or guarding like half of each?
Yeah, I think you're guarding half of each. More so, I believe, the one deeper in the rings, but you do guard the other one, I believe, for the double, just because it is there.
Having to go late on this sweep as well to try to get it to curl over.
Just not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just need to curl just a tad more there.
Yeah, and then we've seen Team Ackland now have a few that haven't curled enough on this outturn side coming back home. So with Shot Rock pretty open, Team Tirinzoni looking to hit and kind of roll and take advantage of that corner guard that they set up earlier in the end. They'll definitely make contact, but we'll actually get to almost to the low side of it. Which is an okay spot to miss. I think they would have, the call is to roll it under the corner here, but they do get shot out of it, and it's not an easy shot to get to now.
Definitely not.
Changing sweepers now. Now working on the curl side of it. will make contact, but probably roll a bit too far, and does roll. Ends up sticking around for back 12 here. So, Savannah quick to tap the broom, and Elena for confirmation to show where they want to end up. So it looked like they are going to end up trying to take advantage of this this corner here.
And if you're behind the corner, you're out counting all the other rocks, so it's definitely a well-placed guard on their part.
Yeah. Sweepers don't seem to be worried about this, just waiting for it to kind of come down. Now going a little bit to bury it, and that's going to settle in just nicely. Undercover, right on the tee line here.
Very nice shot.
Now, is that maybe just a hair deep from what they wanted? Would they prefer that to be slightly higher?
Probably just a tad higher, just to get rid of the risk of them coming in and sitting on it. But if it's above the tee line, it's always a better shot than back house.
Yeah. So with that one just sitting on the tee line, there is a spot for them to tap it or to freeze on top. This one seems to be a bit heavier and a bit wider than the Tirinzoni rock, so it's got a bit of curling to do to get there, and we'll end up just papering it. It does touch on the way by, and it is pretty open here, so
It's a bittersweet shot because you don't want it to go by, so it's a good rub that it slowed it down, but now it's right in the open.
So a couple options here. I suppose they could kind of hit and roll underneath the one that they just threw, or roll bigger the other way behind. Yeah, just kind of roll away.
Yeah, you don't want to. I wouldn't think there would be a double there, but just roll into the other way just to be safe.
With the other counter for Team Ackland being top 8, it leaves Savannah a lot of room to roll here, so yeah, I think they've got some space to work with. Last of Vice's rocks, or Third's rocks, I guess. This one's finishing pretty hard and is actually going to get to the low side and just flops under.
Yeah, both are nicely hidden by that guard. Does leave a little tiny pocket for Team Ackland there, though.
Yeah. Although this is kind of where it gets scary, because if you don't make this, you're bringing 3 into play here. So,
yeah, you got to be careful where you put this one. If it doesn't curl enough, or it's a little light, you're leaving Tirinzoni a hit here.
Do you ever run something into the rings here? Do you ever run that yellow?
You could. I feel like it's there for sure. I feel like with how far back the rocks are from the guard, it might be a bit tricky, but it is always there.
First it skips rocks here. Looks like they did kind of settle on this little freeze or tap. This one, the weight appears to be better. So it's just managing the line here. I want to stay on the inside here. Ideally, don't want to bounce it into the open. And ooh, they just do bounce.
It's open, but I feel like it's fairly tricky not to jam it on your own. Unless if you come down with like a bit of a lighter weight, you might be able to knock it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, probably just this kind of quiet weight shot. Kind of going, curling away from the center. We've seen a good finish here, so should move. Just a matter of getting the right weight for that inside out.
Even with a bunch of weight, or even the weight she's throwing, the rocks have been moving, as you said.
This has got quite a bit of curling to do here, but they're kind of switching between who's taking this rock here. It is finishing nicely. It's gonna make contact, and they get it on the high side, and so Team Ackland is still shot, but behind a very, very short run for Team Tirinzoni.
Yeah, if you're Team Ackland, you'd want to cover that up right now, because I do not think that Elena Petz is going to say no to that if it's still open.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky with these to place this rock with the guards in the way here, but there should be room to get there on this outturn side, but visually it looks a little scary.
Yeah, the guards definitely make you question it, but I do think it's all there.
Sweeper's on this early, backing off on it now. Now it's got to curl a little bit here. Weight's going to be pretty close.
Weight
does
very nice.
Clear both guards and does cover it nicely.
There is no easy run back there anymore, for sure.
Yeah, may have overcurled just a hair. I think Olina's looking at picking it out.
And she knows how to throw the weight to do it too, so.
But I guess, ooh.
It's tricky.
Is this the pick?
I'm not entirely sure if it is, or
if it's just the red run?
The red, yellow, red, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're looking at the pick. She's squatting in the hack to see how much she can see here.
Yeah, she's getting quite low here. I think that's from our camera angle. It doesn't look like a lot.
Elena coming back down to talk it over here.
I always like it if you go down and you have questions or you don't necessarily like the shot. Just come back, take a look, reset.
What are you playing here?
Well, the pick is definitely difficult. I feel like it's a risky shot. Yeah, this. If I were them, I would go. See, I think the red, yellow, red, but it's extremely difficult. I feel like either shot in this situation is it's a risky one.
I think they did settle on the pick here, so
Mm-hmm.
big weight, not a ton of extension here. Sweeper's going hard for line. They're gonna be pretty close here. Oh, and ends up just hitting that top red. So another steal here for Team Ackland as they take a 3-2 lead over Team Tirinzoni. We'll have the fifth end for you just after this break.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Alright, we are back in the fifth end. Team Ackland is leading Team Tirinzoni 3-2. And Team Tirinzoni has hammer in this end.
Yeah, Team Ackland here. Playing very well. Not afraid of Team Tirinzoni. Who most people would think would be a favorite. Not just in this game, but just against pretty much anyone at any event.
They are a strong team for sure.
But I suppose when you get to this level, it's just any team on any day.
For sure. Yeah, some teams just have not a good day and they just don't play as well, and others can swoop in and take it.
So, in this end, we're seeing Team Tirinzoni not throw the corner, but elect to go in the rings. They came up maybe just a bit shy of where they wanted to end up. So maybe it's something that they're doing just in the odd ends instead of going to corner guards here.
Yeah, and they seem to be calling the tap here. Try and hide their rock in, but yeah, instead of calling the corner, just going right in.
Does make the tap, so, and does move behind T. So good shot there for Team Tirinzoni.
Yeah, with it behind T, you can sit on it, use it as backing for draws.
Thanks to everyone that's joining us on the stream. Once again, my name is Mark Ngo, joined on commentary Haley Britton, bring you Draw 3 of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, presented by Curling Stadium. This event is being done in Saskatchewan. Bringing you curling action on a Thursday. Nothing I would enjoy more because I was not doing anything tonight.
Yeah, nothing I like better than getting home from school and just watching curling.
Yeah. All right, so Haley, I've got to ask. We've talked a lot about this game here, but want to kind of bring in some stuff for myself. Oh, and it's a good time because they're going to take a little bit of time out and talk the shop. So I don't have any spiels. I just came back from a spiel last weekend, and I don't have any more spiels planned over the next 2 or 3 months, which is kind of weird for me. I have not done a spiel in Canada. Are there any ones that you would recommend for me to check out?
Ooh. See,
I'm a super casual player, by the way, right?
Super casual. See, I'm in the U18 circuit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know many of like the other spiels that are around, but there is some good. The Stu sells. I'm pretty sure he has a couple U21s coming up, U21s or older ones coming up.
Okay.
He runs them very well. They're always well run, well organized. So I would recommend checking out his, seeing if you can get any of those ones. Because I just came back from one this weekend, and it was a very nice tournament to go to.
Nice.
But yeah, other than that, I'm in the U18 circuit, so I'm not very familiar with much other spiels out there.
Gotcha. Did they end up settling on this, trying to get to that back red one, or?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they're tapping into the back ones.
Okay. Does open it up, and the shooter does kind of.
It does look
hangs around.
Shot.
Oh yeah, looks like they are gonna get shot. I think. Oh, yeah, I think she just kind of tapped.
Like a double tap there almost.
Yeah, it's interesting for for you to say, you know, there's a lot of U18 and U21 events. I don't see a lot of that in the US. You know, honestly, what we're seeing more of is 5 and unders. Do you guys have 5 and unders up there?
I don't believe we have like little rockers, but I don't think there's many tournaments for them.
Oh, so I'm sorry. So let me clarify what I mean by 5 and under. 5 and under meaning 5 years or less of experience.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I think all our spiels, as long as you're like under the age limit, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been kind of a newer thing in the U.S. Trying to capture kind of the newer generation of curlers. You know, we did have quite an influx of curlers. Largely in part to Team Schuster and his run in 2018. So yeah, there's a lot of U5 tournaments, a handful across the state or the country, and even a national event. You know, it doesn't lead to a world or anything like that, but there are qualifiers for U5 nationals in the States. It's kind of a thing. But again, we don't have a lot of at least to my knowledge, a lot of U18 and U21s.
Yeah, I know a couple people down in the States, and they always say that there's not a ton of tournaments for their age. They always try and make the trek up for a couple. There's a couple more spiels now that it's growing more in popularity, which is nice.
Yeah. Getting back to the game, nice little angle tap there. So Tirinzoni, they're definitely building something because they've got 2 behind some staggered guards here. they have one that's poking out slightly,
Mhm.
so you can kind of make a play onto it, but I don't know if you're ever killing any rocks there.
No, I don't think with how it's not poking out a terrible amount, so you could hit it, but I don't believe that that one would go with the angle that it's at.
So I think they're looking to jumble up some stuff in the front to kind of open it up a bit, but still, or give them some better options for some runs on some following shots here.
Yeah, if they can move some things around and give them some options, I'm sure they would definitely take it.
So are they hitting this?
I believe they were going for the red one. Try and.
It's like a little split, basically.
Yeah, I think that's what they were planning on doing.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the watchers right behind the glass.
Oh yeah.
Right at ice level. I love that.
Oh yeah. No, that's great. You get to, for these people, and I don't know how big this club is, but get a chance to watch a slam level team like Tirinzoni is probably pretty awesome.
Yeah, like you usually see Team Tirinzoni at like the higher levels with in the stands, but it's awesome to see him get to just. So this could be down the road from someone's home club or their home. They can just walk down and watch.
Yeah, and you can, thanks to the camera crew, you can see all the people that's kind of turned out to watch. Not just this, but there's 5 other games. And, not only do you have Team Tirinzoni, but you've got quite a few. There's a couple Swiss teams, a couple Japanese teams, I think a couple Scottish teams. Italy is represented by Team Constantini. But yeah, so it's a good field here at this event.
There's a lot of big names, and there's a lot of names that you wouldn't see normally, but I love to watch it because you usually don't get to see them.
I missed the call here. They're going just kind of top 8 here.
Yeah, I believe so.
Underneath all the stuff in the center.
Yeah, just trying to go in and put another one of their yellows in play.
Doesn't quite get it there, but takes away that red onto red onto red run here. That they essentially set up with that last kind of split shot, so.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton of rocks in play here this end.
Yeah, and unfortunately with that, there's not a lot of great angles. Because you can't even run in the corners. There's no play out there.
Yeah, with all the guards on top of guards and rocks, it's definitely, to move it around, you gotta use just a bit more weight.
Yeah. So it looks like they set it on just this kind of quiet tap to the one on the left side of the button here.
I was trying to hold him.
Having to go hard here. And clear the top one pretty easily. Does come in. Did they overdo it?
They got the one, but they're not. They're only sitting second right now.
Yeah. It does look like they were able to push that one back into 4th, so even if they're able to make a play on this one on the side of the 4-foot, They'll be sitting 2 and not 3, it looks like. It's hard to tell, but yeah, I think red's 2 and 3 here.
Red does, yeah, they're 2 and 3. So yeah, if they get that one red out, it'll only be for 2. Because I don't think you're getting that top red out easily, anyway.
No.
But I do like this call. I feel like this is definitely the right call for them.
Yeah. Would you ever consider throwing it the other way, and if it overcurls, you get that double? I mean, it's really thin, right? But that double off that.
Yeah, in case it goes over, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
That'd be an option.
Oh, it just got quiet all of a sudden on the sheet.
Yeah. Those moments you're about to throw and it's like just suddenly all quiet. You're like, oh.
Alright, Savannah looking for just getting through the hole here. And looking to flop to the inside. The guards are coming up quickly, but does clear them. Now it's gonna have to get by the second one. Ooh, it just gets by.
That was a very nice shot.
No panic from the team there.
They were nice and calm that entire time.
So Tirinzoni sitting 2 now behind a boatload of guards.
Definitely a lot of protection here for those two. Could. Yeah, gotta move a lot of rocks around here to get a red behind those ones.
Yeah, I guess now it's decision time. It's gonna be really tough to make a play on any of those yellow rocks. So you may just have to try to drive and limit the count there.
Yeah, because I don't feel like there's a big shot to get your 1 here, so limiting it and taking the hammer and getting multiple and 6 would be the best shot here.
Yeah. I mean, you're up 1 here. You give up a deuce. It's still fine. You'll have 2 hammers to 1, so okay with this. No reason to get too crazy here with the decision making.
Still a couple ends to be played that you can scour more points in if you need.
I believe this is first of Skip's rocks here. This one is hanging out there a ways here. It's coming in. And it does get to the hole there. I guess if anything, they probably want that just a little bit more on the higher side so they can slam it in on their next one.
Yeah, just more. I feel like, just a bit higher and it would have been nicer. You can still do it at this point, but it's trickier to get it by that red one.
Yeah. So, with that side, not really accessible. They're looking to, I guess, just draw in there and just add to the pile.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you could make a play to guard and then draw for 3 on your last, but that's a tough shot. I guess you can leave it to them, and then you make this. You have a potential shot for 4.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel like they don't want to mess with the big jumble of rocks. But I do feel like they do this one, and if it doesn't make it there quite on this one, then at least they practice the ice. They get a taste for the weight.
Yeah, not a lot of play on this intern and this clockwise side, so probably good to get a rock down here.
Yeah, a lot of the plays been on the other side this end.
This one does end up
Opens it
moving the guard over, so it does look like there is a little bit of an opening now.
Definitely a ray of light for Team Ackland, being able to see, even if it is just a little bit, you can still see it, and the rocks are so close together that you hit a little bit of that one, you can get the other ones moving.
Yeah.
But
looks like they're not throwing the big pick weight.
oh, yeah, it looks like they're just gonna come down on it, maybe limit the scoring.
Yeah, if this rock here on the left-hand side of the house was just a hair higher, a shade higher, then I think they can take it on, but yeah, I mean, it's, well, I don't know. I'd be tempted to take on this pick.
I would be too.
Because even if you even if you wreck on the top yellow, you're moving some reds around and may cut it down that way. I don't know. But last of skips rocks for Team Ackland here.
Keep this one straight,
yeah. And this one is going to crash there. And
just on top, man.
Yeah, it does actually roll to a decent spot, so making that draw tough on that side. What's left here?
See, if I was Team Tirinzoni, I wouldn't want to mess with those 3 reds. I'm not sure what they're looking at, actually.
Oh, they're looking yellow onto red to take that red out.
To top one out?
Yeah, to bring that back one into play.
Okay.
That's very spicy.
Yeah, and they're trying to widen their scoring area here for sure.
I don't know.
I wouldn't try and mess with that side, just with all the reds.
I guess there's no angle where the red goes directly onto their yellows. Right?
True, yeah.
So it's like you can't hurt yourself, question mark.
Yeah, it's a quite awkward angle, I guess, to get it right back in there.
Yeah, like you're never driving the red one in there. Yeah, unless you hit that in the middle of those 3 reds, unless you hit that thin and it gets to the top of that red one and runs it back. I mean, that's the only absolute disaster.
It's quite an awkward angle, but yeah.
I think, yeah, so it looks like they're gonna elect to go just this kind of wide draw and just trying to draw T-line here.
That's what I would do. I wouldn't want to mess with any of those red ones, you know. Something would probably end up spinning in.
Yeah. Last rock for Elena Pats, throwing last rocks for Team Tirinzoni. Looking for good 8-foot here. Having to go to move it in a little bit closer here. and looks like it's just kind of hanging out there in the fresh stuff. So
Yeah.
I think they'll take a look at here, but I think they're just gonna go ahead and call it for 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
just the 2.
So Team Tirinzoni, they get their deuce, and we'll take a 4-3 lead here, going into the 6th end, which we'll have for you. Take this break.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, Bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
We just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed doubles. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
And we are back. Thanks to everyone that's joining us. You can see that we've got over 100 people watching us on the Curling Zone YouTube. Hello to Chris H out there in the chat. I know there's a lot of games going on. We've got a lot of people watching, but not a very lively chat. So I think a lot of people are paying attention to some of the other games.
There is 6 games going on right now, so it's a full house out there on the ice.
Yeah, and just a quick peek at some of the other sheets. So we've got, let me just kind of refresh this. And I'm just going off for up-to-date scores, you can look at Curling Zone, which is what I'm looking at right now. So Team Grandy's up 6-2 over Team Thompson in the 5th. Team Kaiser up 4-1 over Yoshimura in the 5th. Constantini up 4-3 over Team Rana in the 6th. And Team Farmers up 4-1 over Sasaki in the 5th end. Then Morrison has a 6-2 lead over Team Kleider. That's in the 6th end. So a little up and down across the board. And as we get back to our game, we see a pretty standard setup here, right? We see the corner, the center, the corner, the come around here.
Yeah, it's almost picture perfect.
Yeah, this is very textbook here. So now, Team Tirinzoni looks like they're gonna go very aggressive for the steal here and throw up another center.
Yeah, they've been mostly aggressive this whole game with their guards and their draws, which has been working for them.
And does get to the center line. See if it overcurls. Just no. It overcurled just a hair, but touching the center line. So, although I guess at this point we are on the 6th rock in the end here. So. And for those watching, we will have, there is going to be another draw, so it'll be the 4th draw of the day. That will take place roughly 2 hours from now. So 8 p.m. Mountain. So if you are interested in that, you can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just subscribe to the Curling Zone YouTube page. Or if you want to go to curlingzone.com, you can see they'll have the upcoming scheduled games, and you should be able to just click on a little YouTube button to go directly to the game. Looks like they are going to make a play on these guards here, and ends up making contact with everything.
Yeah.
Everything was touched, except for that corner guard, I guess.
Yeah, I think the yellow is still shot, but it does open up the area of play now.
Yeah, and I guess both teams are okay with that result, right? So if your team Ackland, you've opened up the center. If your team Tirinzoni, you've got one shot rock frozen basically under a couple staggered corners here, with the opportunity to pile another one in there.
Yeah, you throw another one on top of that, and you've got yourself a red sandwich that's definitely hard to get rid of.
Now, do you ever consider going around the other corner or going around your own on the other side and kind of splitting the rings, or?
It's definitely an option for sure. I wouldn't mind it.
But they elect to go and group all the other rocks together. This one is coming in nicely. Don't think you're going to get frozen here, but it's going to be in there for a counter, and ends up sitting 3rd. So we'll see what the call is here. I think initially they're looking to hit and roll, or maybe hitting it into the yellow and just kind of unlocking that back red one here.
Yeah, I think that's what she was looking at. Which would be nice, that way you can move some stones around.
So I think they ended up asking for this just kind of bumper weight. Looks to be a bit down.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Ends up hitting their top guard, which they end up taking into the ring, so.
Which might come useful later in the end for them.
First rock for Savannah Tirinzoni. I think this is just going to be like a little control weight hit and kind of roll towards the center here.
Just a nice, simple shot to get that one out of here.
Going on the curl side, makes the hit, and does roll back towards the center. So we'll likely see Team Ackland trying to make this yellow on the yellow kind of tap and unlock the back one a little bit here.
Yeah. You want to be careful that you don't hit it too far and leave them with their 2 or 3.
Yeah. Wow, with this ice, it looks like they're going to be throwing a bit firm on this one here, so I guess maybe not just unlocking the back, but just trying to get re-rocks out of play, or even if it kicks to the side, might be able to move that other Tirinzoni down.
Yeah, just move some around to be able to play with them for sure. Because right now you don't really have much to move around.
Sweepers on this. Pretty hard. Does make good contact. Gets rid of one yellow, one red here. Well, now Tirinzoni still sitting shot rock and second rock here.
Yeah, it's not terrible losing that back red one for Ackland, just to be able to move those yellow ones around more. But yeah, it does leave those two yellow ones shot, which now you have to worry about.
Yeah. The luxury here is with Tirinzoni sitting 2 here, there's not a big need to make a play on that red one.
No.
So they have that luxury, and will elect to go ahead and use that and draw behind those 2 in the center. Yeah, because even that red is pretty close to that other yellow. It's going to be hard to make any sort of... You're going to cut the angles. There's not great angles for a run here if you're able to get this one just in the right spot.
Yeah, and with it being so high, you shouldn't have to worry about it yet, because it doesn't really serve as a problem.
Going hard on the curl side here to
try to move it.
Oh, I think they... that was an interesting call. I thought the call was just to go straight around, but it looks like they wanted to kind of wreck into that, which does work out because they are sitting 3 and does take away any sort of red run later in the end.
Yeah, you can't really run too much anymore. Just having a little think here. You gotta place this stone in the right spot here, or else you might be digging yourself into a bit of trouble.
Hey Cheryl, yeah, this is me, it's Mark again. I'm not doing solo commentary this time. I'm joined by Haley Britton here. So yeah, we're basically, I'm doing the normal thing through Curling Zone, but it's also being simulcast on the CBC Sports feed. So yeah, thanks for joining us again for this evening draw. What did they end up? So this is kind of like a hit and roll?
I believe so, yeah. They're hitting and rolling right underneath those yellow and red rocks.
Okay. This one's got a curl here. And it is curling nicely. I think it's gonna roll just a hair too far.
Yeah, just a little bit too thin there, but it is shot.
Does settle in for shot rock under a lot of cover here. That's a well-made shot here.
Very nice. Yeah, wouldn't mind it to have stopped rolling a couple feet more, but it is still in a very nice spot.
Yeah. So, interestingly enough, it looks like they're gonna play this angle run off this yellow here.
Wait, it's there for sure.
Yeah. It looks like they're throwing a little bit more weight than I would have expected them to. Unless they just plan on holding it. Because, I mean, this to me looks like ice for almost like board weight here, where I think you can get away throwing like back line at this.
Yeah, you don't want to throw too much at this, or else you have stones moving where you don't want them to go. But yeah, this does give me kind of board weight.
This one is coming in, and Elena Pat's telling me stick to my day job. And makes that one just nicely. Wow, what a shot.
It was a very nice shot on her part. Whew. I definitely get very jealous watching these games.
Yeah.
They make some nice shots.
I do too. So I curl on arena ice. Which, if you're familiar with, it's like shared hockey ice.
Yeah.
And figure skating. So it's like we play on really rough conditions, right? It's like you're having to throw pretty firm, and you don't always have both turns available, or both sides of the sheet available.
Yeah.
So being able to see these delicate shots are fun.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of the sheets being made on arena ice like that. It's very interesting to see the different ice conditions that teams have to play on.
Yeah, I will say it has gotten better over the years. I think I remember when I first started curling, we were playing about 6 feet of negative fall. So if you ever tick one to the high side, you're never getting to it.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely has to change your strategy there too. With because you'd be playing with that in mind, where that 6 feet of floating. But now if it's different, you're like, gotta change our strategy here. We can't really do that anymore.
Ooh.
It was a nice shot.
Nice little run. A little bit unlucky about squirting through there. Ultimately leaving in a position with Tirinzoni sitting 1 and 2 now. With a little bit of a stagger on the center.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked that red shooter to stay in the house, but definitely all around that was a very nice shot.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that kind of speaks to the weight choice there, right?
Yeah.
They're running that straight back. I don't think you need to throw a lot of weight at it compared to when Elena Pats threw on hers, right? She had a run back of similar distance, different angle, but the quiet weight choice, kept the shooter around. So these teams are just very good. Team Tirinzoni's been very good historically about throwing the right weight for the shot.
Yeah, and I love to see the hits that you'd be like, oh, you throw an up weight here, and team comes along and throws like a board at it, and it gets the job done just as well as it would have with a peel, and maybe even better.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised. I guess the out turn draw behind cover is not there.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it was, but maybe it's not.
I thought there was enough there.
Not as good as an angle as they'd like.
Final rock here for Team Tirinzoni, thrown by Elena Pats here. And this one is coming in nicely. Sweepers backed off like it was heavy initially, but
they did, yeah. Even made me think it was a little up there, but it slowed down perfectly.
Yeah. So we'll likely see Team Ackland just kind of follow that down.
Try and get in there and limit the damage and take their one.
Yep. Yeah, just seeing they saw the line, so no reason to try to play this out turn to the button.
Yeah, Yeah, they just saw Elena do it. They can do it just as well.
This one appears to be a bit wider, which is probably okay. Just needs to be the right weight here.
It's close.
Looks
to be very nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, really fun end there. A lot of rocks in play. Ultimate result, Team Ackland did hold Team Tirinzoni down to get their single. So we've got a tie game here. Tirinzoni with hammer in the 7th end after this break.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
And we are back. Tie game here. Exciting game.
Between very close.
5th ranked in the world, Team Tirinzoni out of Switzerland, taking on Team Abby Ackland. The rink is based out of Winnipeg. This is the 3rd draw of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, presented by Curling Stadium. We are being broadcasted on Facebook as well as the Curling Zone YouTube page and CBC Sports YouTube page. My name is Mark Now. I'll be joined on commentary by Haley Britton.
Yeah, it's been an exciting game.
Did I miss what happened with the first Tirinzoni stone? Did they just throw that through, or was that like gonna?
I didn't see it there, but it could just be hiding.
I'm looking back on the replay, and it looked like they were attempting the tick. I'm trying to see. I guess that rock is just... Is that off the center line? I guess it's just barely off the center line.
Yeah, just barely off of it.
Okay.
Instead, they probably tried to go for the tick and just barely missed it or so.
So Team Ackland throwing up double centers now, and Tirinzoni. This is just coming in behind here. This one's got some curling to do.
Yeah,
they want to stay off of it for weight.
Yeah, it's got to come in behind those reds, or else it's gonna be just sticking out.
Yeah.
Leaving a nice hit and roll for Team Ackland.
This one's hanging out there a ways as well here.
It doesn't seem to be moving that much.
Does make contact, and they are able to get it out of play. But hitting it on the high side, it's not ideal, but okay. It's gonna be not the easiest hit and roll for Team Tirinzoni here.
Yeah, I definitely would have liked it to roll the other way, but. Just rolls out. Gets the red out though.
Does. So, a little chance to reset here for Team Ackland, not having to deal with a roll and just straight draw behind their centers. Now, they are taking the side here, which has been kind of hanging. Are you surprised they didn't take the other side, go to the other turn?
Yeah, and try and get more of a little curl on this, but maybe they figure that they've been playing on this side most of this end to try and get a hang on it.
And while the line was pretty close, they ended up well short of the house now. So a chance for Tirinzoni now to sink one in behind this wall of guards.
Yeah, beat Team Ackland to it and try and get theirs. There's their first.
Weight's good. Now just needs to finish. I think they're wanting to keep it above the button.
Above T. It's looking nice. Still leaves a bit of a hit and roll there for Team Ackland, though.
Yeah. By her brink tapping, I think she was indicating hitting and rolling open, rolling wide. Like maybe they're worried about it not finishing enough to get to the inside.
Yeah. It's definitely a concern. Maybe they're just trying to tap it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use it as like a backing.
Yeah. Did tighten up the ice here, which I think is good. I don't think you ever over curl in this spot here.
No, not in this spot. I think the ice is pretty nice.
Asking a low off of it now. Yep, this one's hanging out there a ways. It's coming in there, but it's just gonna get to the high side of it and tap it. So
yeah,
not a bad result, right? Because they can run it here. But Elena's gonna look to, or Tirinzoni's gonna look to take that away here.
Yeah, just hung out there right before the house, and it just dove in a little later than they anticipated.
They've got some room here, because I mean they can leave it even short too, right? Short's okay.
Yeah.
Nice look at the warm room back there.
Yeah, they're definitely warmer than the players outside.
Yeah, it looked like someone on Team Ackland put on a bigger jacket during the game.
I do not judge. It does get cold out there sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Definitely don't doubt that. But yeah, I am the curler that will occasionally curl in shorts. So they do get to the inside here. Well, that's a pretty good result for Team Tirinzoni because they can have this short little tap.
Yeah, they've got the tap there.
Pile back there. So if you're Team Ackland here, are you just basically, at this point, really just trying to cut down the scoring zone and just force it somehow?
Yeah, I think even if you force one, you're down one width in the last end. Looking pretty good to get your 2 there. Wouldn't mind them just taking their 1 here.
It's a lot of red guards out in front here.
Yeah, definitely looks like a red wall.
Yeah. So the rock that was just thrown, we're gonna see this run attempt here.
Yeah, and I think it's there.
Yeah, now the question is how much weight are they going to throw at this, right? Because I think if you're making contact with the red, you're definitely moving that yellow, and you'd like to keep that around here if you're Team Tirinzoni.
You don't want to throw the insane amount of weight where it does end up kicking that out.
Yeah. But this looks to be pretty tight ice here. Or am I crazy?
No, it does look a bit tighter than maybe they're just expecting it to kind of stay out there.
Definitely. I guess they are moving like 3 rocks, so it does make contact, and wow,
is a nice shot.
I did not think. Wow, okay. I did not think they were going to be able to get the red out without killing that yellow. So
getting rid of it, yeah, that was very nice. Both are in a fairly good spot, I'd say, too.
Yeah. And again, Team Tirinzoni showing me how it's done, and what do I know about curling as someone who started curling in Oklahoma. Wow, what a shot!
Yeah, that was definitely what we'd call a TV shot for sure.
But I mean, that's a great thing, right? Like getting a chance to watch this on Curling Stadium, right? Like, I mean, shots like this are being made all the time. We don't get to see it, but now we get to see it. Like, it's
exactly, yeah.
Very excited about that. I need to get better. Oh, okay, Haley, do you know? Do you mess around with Twitter much, or are you active on Twitter?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so do you know the trick to just embed a video where it auto plays on Twitter?
I don't know. I didn't even know you could autoplay. I know that you can video, but I didn't know you could autoplay it. Let me take a look.
Because I mean, I always I posted a clip earlier from another Curling Stadium broadcast, and it was a link to the YouTube clip, but I'd rather it just embed the video.
Actual clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
While we're talking about this, they are taking the outturn draw and does finish nicely. So it gets in there for shot rock. The third of it buried here.
Yeah, it's a very nice rock. I don't think you're getting that red out. Well, you might be able to. It might jam on the yellow though.
I think they can just play straight pick here, or just kind of pick it out. Like I mean, there's. Although that's the side that hasn't been finishing as hard here.
Yeah, this side's been staying out and not moving in as much.
But I mean, I think they should be able to get to this with just like control weight and to kind of pick it out there. Yeah, there's enough separate. Yeah, with that kind of overhead or back of the house view. Yeah, there's a good amount of separation there. Just the question is, right? Is there going to be enough curl on the side here for it to finish? So, they may elect to go with the quieter weight and just assume it's just going to run just a little bit straighter or hold it up with sweep in here.
Yeah, and just try and bump it out. Don't need a ton on this, especially with it not moving as much.
And that guard is coming up here. And it does wreck.
Unfortunately.
Does open it up. So they'll have access to it. And still a little tricky, still a little dangerous for Team Ackland with Tirinzoni sitting second and third here.
So just doing some research to do an autoplay video, you'd have to actually have the clip yourself. I don't think you can autoplay a YouTube video.
Yeah, and so that's what some people were saying is that you download it locally and then upload it that way from media. But I mean, do people do that for all the embedded videos I see on Twitter? Like, does everyone do it?
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I wouldn't doubt it because it does seem like a lot. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I do download videos for some YouTube, like not YouTube classes, but I download YouTube videos for classes, and it's actually it's more easier than you'd expect it to be.
Yeah, sure. I just it makes it harder for me to
share
these clips.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I think ideal for me is if I'm doing this broadcast, I see a great shot, make a clip of it real quick, and then post it. And I don't want to have to download it locally, but that may be the case.
You could always like do almost like a screen recording too, and just get that part you need and save the recording.
There was someone on curling Twitter that did mention that. Yeah, I'll have to mess with that. Or if anyone in the chat knows of better ways to do it, like in my mind, I should be able to just embed the video.
Yeah, and just embed the part that you'd like to play. You'd think there'd be a way for that.
Because even in the clips section of YouTube, like there is a button to share the link on Twitter, but then there's also an embed one. But again, I don't know much about coding, and so it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, I tried to take a coding class once. Keyword is tried.
Yeah. So it looks like they're gonna try to, I guess, kind of Christmas tree this here a little bit. Oh, no, scanning back down and talking about it. Haley, what's your call here, right? If you're Team Ackland here.
If I was them, yeah, I wouldn't mind what they're looking at right now. Just trying to, just bump in off yours almost, and try and draw in. If you rub off yours, that way you can get under that red. I wouldn't mind that. I do like this call.
Yeah, I think the danger is if you leave a potential double when Tirinzoni's sitting 3. So it's almost like you're either dead frozen or there's some separation. Right?
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I definitely don't want to leave that double. You'd have to, if anything, do make sure you rub off that and roll yours under.
Yeah. Although there's still few more rocks. Or I guess this is. Oh, this is last of team.
Last for Ackland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to put this in the right spot. I'm going hard on this one.
So it looks like we're able to find a little bit of curl here on this side of the side. This one does end up crashing on the run's top of the rings, but I think that's fine, right? It's either you're either frozen to it where it's locked on, or you leave some separation here. So
yeah, and it kind of guards that one, so it does make the getting it out a tad difficult. But it looks like they are seeing it very easy and are just going for it.
Yeah, I mean, because you make this here, you get red, you're getting 2 here, and you're just getting. You're gonna have to be. Just where are they going here? So you're just getting to the low side here.
I think just the low and.
Last rock, Carolina Pats here, looking for the run double here. It's gonna be awfully close. Oh, it curls a little bit at the end there.
Oh, just nudges it in.
Yeah, just over curled slightly. So that's gonna be a steal there for Team Ackland, who is gonna take in a 1-point lead over Team Tirinzoni, which will have hammer for the 8th and last end here. That we'll have after the break.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
And we are back. Very exciting game here.
Very much.
Little interesting scoreboard here with Team Ackland having 2 steals throughout the game, never scoring a deuce, taking a 1-point lead over Team Tirinzoni here in the last end. This is draw 3 action of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, brought to you by Curling Stadium. Thanks for everyone that's joining us on the broadcast. I know we've got a few people watching on Facebook, some on the CBC Sports YouTube page, as well as the Curling Zone YouTube page. My name is Mark Go, joined on broadcast by Haley Britton, and we've got a good game.
We do. It's been very close the entire time.
I see someone in the YouTube chat. If you're watching the YouTube video, hit the scissors by live chat and help. Yeah, I see the little clip button, and I've done that, but it's just a matter of getting that onto Twitter, right? And so I've done that before, where it takes a link to the YouTube clip, but I'd rather it just be the video itself.
Okay.
On the Twitter feed, yeah.
So it's a link to the clip, not the actual clip itself.
Yes, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Just get the actual video. That does make sense, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, if I scroll up and down Twitter, I see videos all the time, right? Just how do I get that without having to save it locally first?
I wonder if there was a way, if you can use that link just to download that part of it. That way you don't get the whole game.
Well, yeah, you can even save a clip separately, yeah.
Yeah, there's just... You're trying to figure out a way not to download it, just have a link to it. That would be a lot easier. There should be a way to do that.
I'll figure it out at one point. Right? maybe I'll ask.
It got me interested now.
Yeah, maybe ask Jerry or some of the other technical guys here. Yeah. So with the corner, Tirinzoni looking to draw behind, but this one is just gonna go a bit deep. It does settle in, so it is a counter. It is in play. It's undercover here. And Team Ackland is going to just kind of wrap around the centers here. This one's got a lot of curling to do.
It does look a tad up too.
And maybe, yeah. Does end up settling for shot rock in the back of the 8-foot. And now Team Tirinzoni is going to try to get to the 4-foot first here.
Yeah, I would have liked that red one to stop a little bit higher. Because now Team Tirinzoni's got backing on it.
Fine. This is gonna come up well short here.
Very, yeah, just right on top of it.
Bit of a mistake here. And so now we've got 3 center guards. So yeah, it's whoever gets to the 4-foot first here.
Yeah, it's definitely a race.
Gonna have control of the end here. So we've seen 2 shots here, kind of on this path here. One was wide and heavy, and the last one was tight and short. And we'll see where this one appears to have a lot of room to curl as well. Weight does appear to be better.
Yeah, it's got to move though. It looks like it's moving right now.
Yeah. And does end up settling there. 4-shot rock, just right on the tee line, or maybe straddling it. Yeah. Are they looking at blowing this up here?
Yeah, I think at this point you got hammer. You want that open for your last shot. I think you just blow some rocks out of there.
Yeah, you should be able to get all the rocks moving. I don't know where your shooter ends up.
Yeah, I feel you gotta watch it, because if you blow it up, your shooter might just sit exactly where that red one is.
So team's gonna sit down and talk about this one. Yeah, this is kind of an important shot here, so...
Yeah, you want to make sure you do the right thing.
While Carol was going down initially, Sylvana is asking for everyone to come on down to the rings here to take a look. So while they talk through the shot here, we'll just take a quick peek at some of the other scores that we've got going on. We do have a final in a few games. Team Grandy's won 9-3 over Team Thompson. Team Morrison has won 7-3 over Team Kleider in 7 ends here. And then we've got a couple other tight games. Team Kaiser up 4-3 over Yoshimura in the 7th end. Constantini's taking a 2-point lead, up 6-4 over Team Rana in the 8th end, and then Team Farmer is up 4-3 over Team Sasaki in the 7th.
Yeah, some fairly close games out there with some of the sheets, including this one.
Yeah, and they got that. bit thinner. Was the call the straight peel of the top one, or not just the run?
I believe it was trying to do the run, but they did get the straight peel on it.
Yeah. So now, Team Ackland looking to just put a guard back up in play, and again, just kind of crowd the center line here.
Yeah, you're up now. You just want to hide behind all those guards.
The weight's pretty good, but the line is... So I guess plan B is just to kind of wrap it around now. All right.
Yeah, just get another one in there. Perfect.
So, yeah, I think that was just, again, out of hand. I think they just kind of played it that way, right? Because the call likely would have been the guard, yeah?
Yeah, the guard definitely was the first one, but wrapping around and now sitting 3 is definitely a good plus.
Yeah. So now we'll look at this, opening up the top here. And if you get it high side, you should be able to roll both the yellows off to the side here, but still kind of usable.
Yeah, you should be able to move them, but still be able to use them.
First rock for Tirinzoni here. And this one's actually got a curl quite a bit.
Oh, just leaves their yellow right there.
Yeah, they hit that thinner than they wanted to, leaving a guard, leaving a really good guard for Team Ackland, and now Team Ackland will look to cap it off here. Don't think they really want to wrap this around. I think they really do want this kind of longer guard here.
Yeah, definitely not where there was again. Definitely want the guard this time.
Yep, and you can see they went out of the house here. Just a little bit of finish at the end here, and does make a good guard.
Yeah, very nice.
It looks pretty wired here. So they're gonna have a couple of things to run in here. You've got the yellow on the red combination. Although they're looking at this other red that's kind of off to the left-hand side, which is probably the right call because it does open that intern draw if you need it.
Yeah, which they would like to have just to be able to at least get one here. They'd like the 2 for the win.
Yeah. Do you like running this one in or the other combination?
I don't mind this one.
Okay.
Just because there's less rocks to deal with.
Yeah.
But it does itself have its own complications with it being on that angle.
Yeah. Last rock for Tirinzoni here. Looking to angle raise. There's sweeper's on it early for line. And it's gonna hit the low side of it and rolls to that line of guards here, which I don't know if that helps it or makes that worse.
It's a nice straight line of guards. It opens that draw, but now it's extremely difficult to get those red ones. They were looking at that run back before. It's definitely probably not there now.
I mean, it feels like it's almost still there, right? Like, is it?
It's there. You gotta have a ton of weight though to get all of those moving.
Yeah.
So we got Skip's first stones here? Yeah.
So where are we looking for here? Just like kind of top 8, top 12-ish on this intern side?
Yeah, I run that. Yeah, I think that would be the best spot to put it at this point.
This one's gotta curl quite a bit.
Yeah, it's gotta move.
A little bit tighter. But that's... Oh gosh, that should do the job because that's gonna be kind of in the draw path here, so...
Yeah, just stopped nicely there.
It looks like they are gonna take a crack at this here.
Yeah, they are looking at that run back.
I mean, I think it's just nose,
it's
basically.
Tricky.
Like, you're just throwing peel and trying to get... Ooh.
See, I feel like it looks fairly easy. But... one for the books if they make it, for sure.
First rock for Alina Pats, looking to red onto yellow, onto yellow, onto red. Sweepers on and off. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Oh, shut your face.
Yeah.
Holy.
What?
Holy
I will
moly.
try to clip that later, if I've got
Yeah,
time.
really. That's one of those shots.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with hitting that one, kind of nose, you're still leaving a bunch of guards, but definitely improves the situation here.
100%.
Yeah. So now Team Ackland, that was in great position, they've gotta put a good one here.
Yeah, that game just changed there for him in an instant.
Final rock for Team Ackland here. Looking to go top 4 here.
Yeah, top 4 would be nice for them.
This has got a curl. It's starting to finish there. And let's see where they end up here.
This is a nice spot for that rock. Just close to top 4, not quite there, but...
Yep. Does take away the draw path to the button here, so... Elena Pats just threw a big weight. 4 rock combination is now gonna have to try to find the 4-foot here.
Yeah, we gotta have that nice transition from that very much up weight to the draw weight here, and I believe, yeah, this is her last, so this would be for the tie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Last rock for Team Tirinzoni. Elena Pats looking to draw to the 4-foot. Back and off of it. It's gonna need to grab here. I think the line's pretty good. Yep, we're around the top 4. Needs to go into the backing, and she makes it.
Ooh.
What a shot! What a pair by
one.
Alina Pats. Makes the draw for 1. So it looks like we're gonna be tied, and we'll go to the extra end, or is this skips rocks here? I don't even know what the format is.
I thought it was extra. Yep, they are going down, so it is an extra end.
Okay, so we'll have...
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, Bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
All right, extra end.
Yeah, with a fantastic shot made by a couple great shots made by Elena Pats, right? Having throw big weight, 3-rock combination, and then find the quiet weight. Yeah, find the quiet weight on her last to get a piece of the forefoot. Does get to the back, did have backing, and Team wisely used it. And so we have an extra here between Tirinzoni and Ackland. For those that are joining us or kind of been watching in between, feel free to go back on the YouTube feed to see the last 2 shots by Elena Pats. A couple of pistols there.
Yeah, they were very nice. That one run back was, I was kind of iffy if it was there, but it was,
Yeah.
It was a nice one.
So there was a little bit of looking over this rock, so I think they all determined it was not on the center line. So this will be the tick attempt here. My team Ackland, and this one is just going to be a hair wide and will end up going through. So now we will see Team Tirinzoni looking to throw a guard, but on the center, so it cannot be ticked.
Yeah, an aggressive play here to try and make sure she gets the point here.
Yeah. So I may have not noticed this for any of the other games to go to extras, but is it normal for them to take the rocks back and throw it back this way towards the home end?
Yeah, from all the ones that I've played, it's normal to throw towards the glass. I'm not sure how it got started, but mostly for extra ends, if you throw towards the home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as if it were like another 8th end. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
But...
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, I don't. I don't mind that. So a lot of the spiels that I play at are just recreational spiels, and we're actually kind of locked on time, right? So it's not very often that we have an extra, and oftentimes any would-be ties after time would just go to skips rocks.
Yeah, you see that a lot with the. I know with my league for sure. If it's ever an extra, it's usually either just marked down as a tie, or you just throw them back the other way. You never really bring them down.
Team Ackland ended up going back rings. Is that the call, or are they just wanting to get a counter in there?
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get one in there, and it just slid back a little deeper than they were expecting.
Okay. So Team Tirinzoni got a good chance, got a couple of guards here, and if they can sink one in here, top 8, maybe just biting the forefoot, and this one appears to be very close. Yep.
Very nice shot.
Maybe over curls just a hair, but still definitely good rock where Team Ackland's going to look to start ripping some of these guards here.
Yeah. Really get these out of the way you have access for your last shots.
And straight peel. No need to get tricky and try to get a double peel there. Now the question is, where do you want to put this one here? Do you want to put... Are we putting a long guard here, or are we just going in?
I feel like at this point, just try and go in almost with a guard, like a top 12, top 8, so it guards that one, but at the same time it's in.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I think it's just so tough to throw like a very long guard, right? And if you ever hog it,
Yeah.
then it's basically over. So I like going in. If Team Ackland peels the guard, then you can just throw a nice 2 guard back and play it that way. It looks like she does want to go top 4, which is maybe a bit deeper than I would think. I think they would be happy with anything anywhere top 4 to top 8, or even top 12 there.
Yeah, I think I like anything on that path that's in the house.
This one's gonna end up short. They are. Sylvana doesn't look too happy about it. It kind of a bit of a surprise as Carol just threw that line to come up. Good 10 feet short.
Yeah, it's much later than they're expecting.
I guess the one nice thing is that those guards, I mean, even though they're side by side, so we won't likely see them trying to get both of these out. Or maybe they will.
Yeah, they're looking at it, or at least trying to figure out if they can.
Yeah. I guess they are. They're gonna hit the one on the right-hand side first, and this is interesting. Because yeah, I mean, you can get it here. I think the question is, depending on the angle you hit it, it's where you're gonna leave your shooter, right?
Yeah, definitely where you hit it is gonna determine where that goes.
Do you like this call, Haley?
I don't mind it. It opens it up, lets you have access to those back ones. I definitely think you attempt it, even if you get one.
Yeah. Okay, and they straight peel the one on the right-hand side, so no harm done, and gives Team Tirinzoni a chance to, again, like I say, reset here and try to sink another one in there.
Yeah, just get another one just to kind of solidify their points here.
First rock for Savannah Tirinzoni here. First of the third rocks here. And this one
coming up a tad short. Oh.
Oh, was that burnt?
Yeah, it must have been burnt.
Huh. Wow.
I know, it confuses me when you don't see it and you just see him kick it off. You're like, what happened there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to take a look and see.
See
I've
what
got
happened there?
the YouTube feed in my side monitor. I'll see if I can.
Oh, just misses that.
Yeah. Yeah, even looking at the YouTube, it didn't look like.
Interesting. Maybe one of them slightly tapped it with their brooms?
Yeah. So we will see. Look to put the center guard back up, yeah.
For sure, yeah. Just guard that one you got in there.
So. This one appears to be closer to the center line, so having to go a little bit to hold it up. I guess they can afford to guard the low side here and leave a possible jam on that back red one here. This one didn't finish as much as I'd expected it to, but does do the job. Does make the guard.
Yeah, I was expecting it to move just a tad further.
A little bit of discussion here on either the peel or running either the yellow or the red. Looks like they're asking to just draw down to it, maybe with just a little bit of like back 8 weight here.
Yeah, move it. Just move it out of the way and let yours sit there, and now you've got a bit of backing you can use.
This one's coming down, having to go hard for weight, just to get it down there. This one is going to come into the rings, but not enough to bump it.
Yeah, not enough to move it, unfortunately.
It does put it in a tricky spot here, because now the run and any sort of contacts made on that red one, you're losing that yellow.
Yeah, that yellow one's gone.
Yeah, and Team Ackland does have the luxury that they have that one biting back 12, so don't even need to keep this top red one in play. So Team Tirinzoni is going to have to be careful about where they put this. I think they ended up settling somewhere in the top 8 foot, just to add another variable to any sort of run here.
Yeah, you put another one up there, it definitely makes that run harder, even though it is kind of hard already, but it makes it that much harder.
Yeah.
But then again, it's anyone's game at this point. It's all tied up.
Yeah. First of I guess skips or fourths rocks here. I think they have to go for a weight here.
Yeah, definitely. It does look a tad down.
If they can... Ooh. Okay. So it does take the center, but not enough to move it off that center line here. Ends up leaving their shooter in kind of a tricky spot, so both the intern and altern tapped are taken away, so we're going to see some sort of run attempt here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there's any other way to get at those two.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone that is joining us. I know we've got over 200 people watching now. I presume some people from some of the other games that have ended early. Thanks for joining us. Once again, my name is Mark No, joined on broadcast by Haley Britton. Hope you guys have enjoyed the curling action so far, brought to you by Curling Stadium. We'll have the 4th draw of the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown That kicks off in, I guess, pretty soon here, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So that is going to be roughly an hour from now. But in the meanwhile, we are still wrapping up this game here. Oh, and looks like we had another game go in the extra end. So Team Rana, I think they came from behind to beat Team Constantini in the extra end. So they won that 7-6.
Yeah.
We do have a final in the Team Farmer game. They ended up winning 6-3 over Team Sasaki.
Yeah, and I believe our team is the last one out here.
Yeah.
So might cause a change in the ice depending on how many more stones they got.
All right. So if your team Ackland here, which one are you running in?
See, you want to run in your red because of course you want the points, but I feel like it's too tricky. So you just run that yellow one straight back, and you've got shot.
Yeah.
So.
Because I feel like you open it up, right? So like.
Yeah.
It's gonna force Team Tirinzoni to throw the guard here.
Yeah, throwing the red one is tempting, but the yellow one's definitely the easiest.
Yeah. First of skips rocks for Team Ackland here. Looking to run the center back. This one is floating just a little bit. It's gonna have to get back to the center line, or we're gonna straight peel it.
Not enough there.
Rolls to the side, so it's off the center line, but it's taking away that red run now. And so, I think either way, yeah, if your team turns on it, you're just gonna have to put this back here.
Yeah, you gotta put it back right where it was before, and hope they do the same thing.
Final rock for Team Tirinzoni, thrown by Elena Pats. Just looking for center line guard. I don't think they really care too much about the depth. I actually think longer's better.
Longer definitely would be better here.
Yeah, but just line. This one's got some curling to do, but we have seen some good finish.
Especially on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, they're actually going hard to kind of keep it up. So, just a hair deeper than their last one here, but still effectively guarding it. So we're looking at a run here.
Yeah, I believe it is a bit of a different angle too, but they should be able to just adjust the ice and throw this one.
Yeah. Haley, what are the chances of a run blank here?
Oh, run blank. I feel like with that back red one, it's very slim.
Okay.
It's there though, but
yeah, I'm sure the ice makers are hoping not.
Hoping it's not. Yeah, especially have enough time to get that for that next game.
Final rock here for Abby Ackland, looking to run the yellow back into the red here. It's got a curl, and it's gonna be pretty close, and she makes it. What a shot!
Nice
here.
shot. Very nice shot.
See the clap from the war room, and Team Abby Ackland getting the win over Team Tirinzoni, 6-5 in the extra end.
Very nice game.
Yeah. So Abby or Haley, thanks
Yeah.
for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll have more coverage here, so come check out Curling Zone for upcoming draw schedule. But until then, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.